Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is another scene for the Living World of Darkness. Wolfie Wolf. This evening, Calls the Fury is once again going to go check in on some of her cubs at the cub cabins. Yeah, she'll make her way there, and she will get to the circle, the sort of area between the cabins, and plop herself down. She has no particular people she's looking for today, but she will grab whichever ones appear first.
Wolfie Wolf? Anne? Really? Wolfie Wolf?
Yes. Wolfie Wolf.
Aye, 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 aye. Aye,
And Lupus was kind of training himself after the cub training. So he was running around in wolf form, and when he sees the dead mother, he'll stop and walk to her, show his neck, and flop on his belly.
Okay. If he flops on his belly, she will make her way over to him, and she will give him a little nibble on his throat to show that she accepts it. It's nothing like harsh and all. And then she nudges him back to his feet.
He'll get back, seat. Dead mother, Raya, you are, well, we share the same moon. I would like you to, since, you're the dead mother, how can you tell me what it is to be a Galliard?
What it is to be a Galliard? I can tell you what I know of it. First, what do you think being a Galliard means?
I'm kind of new to this whole Kiru Nation thing. I'd say it's make sure that the people that are, the tribes and the sets, the Garu that are meant to be remembered, the Garu that have done great things for the good nation are remembered. It's to be there to make sure everyone remembers the history of our nation.
Remembering the fact, or remembering the stories just for the sake of remembering the stories, is maybe what some people do. But I would suggest the Galliards, many people will sell you short. Many people will tell you you are there to sing songs and tell just beautiful stories and entertain them. Some Galliards may do this, but this is not our purpose. Our purpose is to, yes, it is to know the stories, but we know the stories for a purpose. The stories are lessons. They teach us things. So if I tell you a story, I am not telling it to you to amuse you or so that you may pass some time. I'm telling it to you because there is something you should learn from this story. We remember things for a purpose. But we also do more than that. We are the howling moon. We seek to inspire those around us. We lift up their spirits. We call forth the fury, if necessary, that is within all Garu's heart, so they may fight stronger. We howl to them with the howls of our kind, so that their will is stronger, so they do not flee in battle. Yes, we know the stories, but we are so much more than just knowing stories.
The stories, we tell the story, the history is here to give the other Garu hope, I guess. And to, like you said, to learn something from our forefathers.
Some stories might be of hope. I could tell you stories. I was told to go and learn stories by the Master of Challenges of times when things could overcome, or when people had overcome, one from each tribe. I could tell you the stories of a Shadow Lord cub who was considered useless and considered weak by others around him, by others in his tribe, was considered perhaps useless, but he watched, and he listened, and he taught. And slowly but surely, he was recognized for his watching and his clever words and his thoughtful comments. That Shadow Lord is now our worm foe. So in this you might seek inspiration from a point of weakness. But I could also tell you stories of another Ragabash who did great things for this sect, but was also known, and will always be known, for perhaps letting her curiosity get away from her. She, like many here, did not always wanted to act first, did not want to hang around. She wanted to make sure things were always done, but occasionally this meant sticking her nose into places that put herself at risk. Sometimes perhaps without the support that she needed. And this got her captured more than once. If I told you the lessons of her, some might be of hope, but some are also of pain, of things you shouldn't do, of things that cubs should learn from and should not repeat. Some of them are of cruelty. These are not necessarily lessons or history that should be venerated and sung, but they are still lessons that are important to learn. So you say you want to learn the histories. Don't be fooled into just learning the histories of the great acts, the history of the terrible acts, the history of the foolish acts are as important.
He'll nod. The the lesson behind the story is just as important, if not more than the story itself, I guess.
It is the reason for the story. Without a lesson, there is no story.
And he'll, look, guys, thank you then, mother. I hope to,
I would briefly tell you of another Galliard cub we had. One who perhaps I was unsure of at first. He was also slightly lost and was someone who liked his books and liked his history and liked his study. And he struggled with some of the other hearts of being a Galliard. He was happy to learn the stories. He was happy to study. But he struggled perhaps to be a Galliard not at peace, but at war. When we are on a mission, what would you do? What you do as a Galliard is you are not in a room, but our moon is still powerful, our moon is still strong. You are still expected to be near the front. You are still expected to fight, as we all are, but fight with great strength. But you are expected to call, to bring forth the wild in your pack mates and those who are fighting with you, to remind them of the strength of the pack and of Gaia when they need it, to calm their hearts when they need it. And at the end, in his last fight, he stood there howling in the front lines until the end. He did not back down. He stood there calling forth his brothers and sisters, and he made the entry that was needed to strike the final blow to win the fight. He laid down his life for it, but in the end he truly understood and finally grasped being a Galliard.
It sounds like a very, I shall think, important duty.
All of
I can't think of the word right now, but it isn't simple. But then I guess none of the duties of a Garu are.
No. All of them are important. Galliards, perhaps we are often thought lesser of, but people think it is simple. But then often people think simple things of many of the roles. People look at a runes and say they are just fighters. They forget that they have to be the first in and that they need to lead and direct in combat. They are the ones who are supposed to not only fight it, but make sure that everyone else is fighting well together. And then there are the Philodoxes. Yes, they judge, but they are also required to help stabilize packs, help cohesion. And then you have the Theurges. Yes, they talk to spirits, they make deals. But they also know much knowledge of the spirit realms. And help you move through the Umbra and do other things that are not just deals with spirits. And then you have the Ragabashes. Yes, some of them are sneaky. Yes, some of them seem tricky. But they ask the important questions. They are the questioners. They perhaps, more than the others, can be more than most things. One person does not do their auspice like the others. But do not, Galliard, let anyone fool you into thinking that your role is either lesser or simple. Or that you are merely there for entertainment. You are not.
And he'll just seem to ponder on what his dead mother has said. It is a lot to take in for someone that's new. And he'll smile. Well, kind of a wolfish smile thing since he's in lupus.
Question. You say
Yes.
your wolfish smile. Are you showing your teeth? Are you smiling
No.
like a human would smile, as in like showing your teeth?
No, he's not showing his teeth. He's been taught that.
That is fine.
No, he's been taught.
But your reference, if you'd like to know, a wolfish smile would actually be like they tend to let their tongue loll out.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he's laid down by now. His head is leaning on his front paws and his tongue is out. And when he says, "This is a lot to learn for someone that's new," and it's very strange knowing nothing about the Garu nation and all of a sudden having to learn everything, especially being a Galliard and being the ones to remember.
You are new. You have time to learn. But You say there is much to learn. I have been here several moons. I do not know all the stories of this place. I am a Foston. I do not know all the stories of this place. I know the stories I have witnessed. I know the stories that I have asked and learned that I think are some of which are important, some of the important ones I still do not know. But you do not need to know every story. But I would tell you this, when you are witness to things, as a Galliard you need to watch, because you will be the one who is expected to tell what you have seen, to recount the events afterwards to higher ranks, or to philodoxes, or whoever may ask you. Rather than
I will.
on learning stories of past, focus on learning your skills.
I will do my best.
You have time. You are cub. It is time to learn. And at this point, Cores will get to her feet, and she'll sort of look around to see if any of the other cubs are in the vicinity.
Platine would have been sitting on the porch of the female cabin, and she listens to whatever you guys have been discussing, feigning no interest, but still having her ears kind of perked in your direction. For as far as someone in Helmet can actually perk their ears, of course.
Yeah.
Hello, Talate.
She'll nod as Hayden says hi. She'll submit to calls when she's looking, while on her back.
So when she rolls over, Cores will move over to her and lap at her throat and muzzle in recognition, and then move back and nudge her up as well. Cub, how are you today?
I am, as yesterday, adjusting. Sept is strange. Its inhabitants are sometimes stranger.
That is truth.
And as if on on command, when someone says strange, Dusk literally steps out of the umber right beside Plate. And looks around. Oh, hello. Then looks over and sees Calls. Oh, then lays down on his back.
Coles repeats what she just did to Latahim to Dusk. She'll come over and lick his throat and muzzle, and then nudge him back to his feet.
Also, manages to not jump in the air. She does look surprised at Dusk.
Dusk smiles and stands back up and brushes the dirt off of his clothes. He's wearing a pair of blue jean bell bottoms that have flowers painted all over them with fabric paint, no shoes, and a I Love New York hoodie because it's a little chilly outside right now in New York. he'll put his hands in the front pockets of the hoodie, and smile and say, "What's going on? Everything okay? I just thought I'd see what's going on this side." Kind of moves his weight back and forth between his feet. It's so obvious that he hates being on this side of the Umbra, or on this side of the veil.
Hello, Dusk.
Dusk will turn around and look around.
Aiden is in
Hi. He kind of calls the side eye as if, am I supposed to be laying down for this person? I don't know who this is.
Dusk, we have had another new cub arrival.
Oh. Okay. Dusk will kind of squat down, and then he'll go down to his knees and kind of sit back on his feet, and so he's kind of more eye level with the lupuses, because he's oblivious, so it doesn't dawn on him to just switch to lupus, and he'll smile. Oh, hi, I'm Dusk, known as Dusk's Child, known as Laughing Moon to Katori Raya, known as Laughing Moon to Smiles of the Night Raya, known as Laughing Moon to Unicorn's Boon, Born on Two Legs, Laughing Moon. He smiles.
Aiden O'Reilly, born on two legs, on the Howling Moon. Cub.
He nods. And he kind of gives calls the side eye again, making sure that he did that all correctly.
You can see that Coles looks nice and relaxed and approving of both of your instructions.
I've seen you around, but you kind of keep to yourself. You're a quiet guy. And he...
Just shrugs. The Tellurian's not really, kind of fidgets a little bit. It's not really my place. So I kind of stay where I feel more at home, which is in the Umbra.
Dusk, you will make sure you eat whilst you are here.
He nods. Yes, dear mother. That's one of the reasons why I came. I knew it was around time for the Weaver box to show up with pizza.
You can see her ears droop a little bit.
Or we can hunt. I haven't seen Stoneclaw, so I'm assuming she's hunting. Or maybe I'm early and we haven't gone yet. That would be fun.
Hunting. Yes. I do not believe I have taken any of you hunting yet. Or I have, but maybe not so specifically.
He smiles. Absolutely. We can hunt.
Hunting sounds good.
Latahim.
Yes, Ghost of Fury Raya.
Will you hunt? I'm afraid it is only rabbits here, but they will suffice.
Yes, then, mother.
Come then. We shall head to the northwards. There are more rabbits there.
Latahin will slowly sink into Lupus like a snow white one.
Dusk will
Maybe
also
a
change
couple
into
of
a very.
grays.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, go on.
Dusk will also slide into a very black lupus, and then we'll go along with the hunt. Unfortunately, I have to run, so thank you guys. I'm sorry, something came
No
up. So,
worries.
see you guys later.
Take care.
It happens. Go run.
But yeah. To be fair, this probably won't be too much longer. But yes, calls will lead both of them in to the northwards. As they are walking there or trotting there, she will give them some directions for the hunting. She will tell them that this time it is only rabbits. I will not connect you with the mind link today. Another time we will go hunting properly, and you can feel what it is to truly be pack. Rabbits, they are not significant prey. One wolf can hunt them alone, but it is better when hunting to hunt together. Wolves are stronger together. We need to be together. It is how we take on things so much greater and bigger than ourselves. But when you go, and she will kind of proceed to give them instructions along the lines of staying downwind and she will be demonstrating how to stealthily creep as a wolf. And she will get them to actually try and demonstrate that they can do it themselves. She will tell them, though, that after some instruction, she will tell them to run ahead of her and to sniff out for any rabbits, and let them know that some of the rabbits have pink painted toenails. This does not matter particularly.
Platine would look very confused at that.
Yeah. Yeah, Aiden is about to step in front, guys. Wait, what? Painted nails? What?
One of the children of Gaia, Unicorn's Boon, he favors some of the rabbits and paints some of their toenails. I do not truly understand. Katori thinks we should target those in particular, because animals under Gaia should not be singled out. But for now, just catch what rabbits you can catch.
Okay. And he'll continue stepping forward, looking for rabbits.
And Platine will also walk forward. She has her nose in the air, is trying to sniff up the scent of the rabbits. Oh. And she has 4 successes on this.
What's the roll?
It will be perception, alertness, and you get -2 diff for being in lupus.
Okay. Okay.
So
He finds something with
get
2
2.
successes. Not as
So
successful as Glate.
no. Aiden will smell rabbits, and he'll have a general direction of some paths that rabbits have run. He will be struggling to tell exactly which is the freshest trail to follow, because there are several different rabbit trails, but he'll have at least somewhere to start from. Latahim will know exactly which will be able to tell several different rabbit paths, which are the freshest, and probably which rabbit, like, that they are from different rabbits, and to choose whichever one she thinks smells tastiest.
She'll try to look at or follow the scents until she finds the right tracks. And if she finds tracks, she will look for like a fat one.
Yep.
And she'll start tracking it.
Do you want to try? I mean, rabbits probably won't be hard to find. The difficulty, but this is the harder bit, okay?
Mhm.
So when you've both found a rabbit, you've spotted it. Your next option is to probably to try and pounce on it. It will have taken a little bit longer for Aiden than Latte, but so the next question is, can you sneak up on this rabbit?
I've got 4 successes on sneaking up.
Okay, so she's pretty stealthy. Would Aiden like to roll Dex Stealth?
Yep, just. Oh, 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, that's a nice Dex Stealth pull. Yep, so they are both pretty damn stealthy as far as rabbits are concerned. So, yeah. So you've both succeeded in sneaking up on your rabbit. Now you... Oh. Yes, you will need to just... I mean, we're not going to roll for damage, just as long as you can pounce on it successfully. You're going to kill this rabbit. So just roll... see if you can actually pounce on it. Remember to take some of the successes from your stealth.
Oh, right, yes. It's like
We add we add dice for the
for the stealth, yes, you add your successes -1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you'll add 3 extra dice to your dex stealth. Dex roll.
That is a sucky ass roll.
Yes, but you still have 2 successes. Because I was going to say, it'll probably be diff 7, because a rabbit's really fucking small. But yes, you still have... Oh, you have 1 success.
Diff
So
7?
you...
Sorry,
yeah.
it's diff 7, then I have 2 successes.
You have 2 successes. I'm just going to go with it being really fucking small.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you managed to pounce on the rabbit. Aiden's was almost unsuccessful. The rabbit his grip on the rabbit wasn't completely secure, but it was enough. Rabbits, congratulations.
Platine will be as soon as she takes the rabbit, shaking it a few times to make sure it's dead, and then triumphantly will bring it before the mother and lay it before her. She has won.
Yep.
Aiden follows and does it, from a bit after, does the same thing when he caught his rabbit.
Both rabbits are in front of her. Caldwell. She looks very approving at both of you. You have got yourself dinner. Well done. I will. And well done for also presenting them to me.
Platine will kind of like lower herself a little. She's already tiny, of course. It's then like to dosing greater station goes the first skill. The mother, would you accept?
Well I thank you. I do not need these today, but I recognize that you have remembered your litany. Well done, little cub. But she nudges the... She will slit the belly of the rabbit and take out just a few little inner side bits, like some of the more delicate organs, and just take those for herself and swallow them, and then nudge the rabbit back at Latahim.
Who will then start eating as well. Soon she looks like a rabbit of eating strawberries, except these were not strawberries.
And Coles will move to Aiden's and will do the same. Yes. Well done. You have also brought
Thank you,
your
dear mother. Can say thank you, dear mother, and he'll start eating his.
Yeah. She will give her rabbit back to him as well. You know how to hunt. In this place, there are not so many animals. We try not to kill too many here. But rabbits, they breed quickly. So, as long as you are not taking too many, feel free to practice the hunting. I take some cubs most evenings to either practice hunting or stalking or something of the like. But remember, as long as you use your wolf senses and can hunt, you will never go hungry.
I will remember, and I shall try to be there for when you take us hunting.
I will leave you both now with your kill. Enjoy the gifts that Gaia had given us. And good luck with your lessons, cubs. And Calls at this point will move away from them towards the training grounds. And I don't know, unless anyone else wants to do anything else, I will end the scene there.
I'm good.
Thank you, players, for playing. Good night.